Yeah, it's built
okay.
for 1,500. So I think this year they're expecting 1,000, and then it'll probably be at 1,500 next year, right? So that's why they'll have people in these offices next year.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, got it. And then how about Richland? Any new updates?
So the last thing I heard, because they still have to, like they've settled on what the zones look like,
Yeah.
right? What they still have to figure out is seniors, right? Because seniors get to choose whether or not they want to stay at PHS or go to Richland. Without any of the seniors, the number that I think I saw was about 1,250, right?
Yeah.
Right, which is a lot smaller than PHS.
Yeah.
With seniors, I expect we'll be at 1,300, 1,350. It's just really interesting that we don't have a lot of seniors going to be seniors that live in the Richland zone. Same with juniors. There's not that many of them. Because with just the freshmen and sophomores, it's about 1,000, 1,050 kids, and then you add in everybody else, and it's still only like 1,250, 1,350.
Yeah.
So it's just interesting that there just aren't that many upperclassmen that live there. But we'll go from that number to a year later, 1,800 to a year later, 2,500 to then we'll level out at about 2,900, and we'll kind of be right there where PHS is in 4 years. Like PHS next year will drop to 27, and they'll kind of fluctuate in that area.
Got it. So the building capacity for Richland is like 3,000?
Yeah, we build pretty much all of our schools to hold about 3,000 kids. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So how about the staff? Like, how are they planning to distribute that throughout the district?
Yeah, so that's a good question. So the population at Richland High School, all of our students will come from Rushing Middle School and Prosper High School, right? So a certain percentage of my staff will come from Prosper High School, right? There's a transfer process. We won't force anyone to go over there. It's there's a process where people can request a transfer, and then I can interview them and decide whether or not they're going to come. But I will have to take a certain percentage. I don't know what that number is yet because we don't know how many kids we're going to have. I'll have to take a certain percentage of people from PHS. I'm sure there will be people from the other schools that are interested in going. So it really just comes down to what does the district say I get to do, right? But I'll definitely have to hire some people from outside the district to come in as well. Staffing is going to be really interesting, right? It's hard to hire teachers in this current climate, but we're very fortunate at Richland that it's brand new, and it will be, I think, the nicest high school in America until we build the next one, right?
For sure.
And so because of that, I've had a ton of people from outside the district reach out that are super interested in coming in, like working with our kids, and they're really high quality teachers. And so I'm not super concerned about hiring at Richland because of the number of people that are reaching out, and they're amazing. But it still puts a strain on the district, right? Like when you're having to add 100 or 150 teachers, that's pretty tough. And the other challenge of just, let's say we only have 100 seniors, right? That's really, at any given point in time, that's only about 4 classrooms worth of kids, but it probably will take 20 teachers to teach those 100 kids, because we have to offer AP Lit on level 4, dual credit 4, right? Like
so many varieties.
AP Gov, AP Macro, on level, and so you start getting into AP Calc AB, BC, AP Chem, Physics C, right? Like we have to offer all of those things for 100, 150 kids. That's where staffing becomes really challenging, and like trying not to overwork those teachers and still provide our students with what they expect from Prosper ISD.
Got it. So how about, what are your plans maybe? Like, what are you planning to do different from a Prosper High School? Are all the policies the same? Like maybe equal time, all that?
So there will be some similarities, right? Mr. Jones and I, we've been friends for 20 years, right? So we think a lot alike. That was part of the reason why I went to work for him, was because I knew that he and I were going to be on the same page on most things, right? So There will be a pretty similar experience in terms of, you know, like they'll have Eagle Time, like we'll have our advisory, we haven't come up with our name for it yet. You know, so some of those things will be similar in terms of, like, you know, students will be able to go get help, they'll get drafted and all of that. I think the thing that will set us apart from everyone else in the district is, yes, we're super focused on academics, and I'm very competitive, and I want us to be the highest achieving academic campus anywhere, let alone just Prosper. But something that's more important to me is a focus on life after high school, and what are we doing to prepare students. The phrase that you're going to hear me say a lot is, what are we doing to prepare them to be champions in life, right? So kind of one of our things is we build champions, and we want our students to learn how to live like champions live. And I believe that math, science, English, those things are the means by which we get to do life-changing work, right? So that's going to be the emphasis for me. That's going to be the emphasis for my staff. It is really focusing on giving kids an amazing experience, but also preparing them to be champions when they walk out of our doors.
Yeah, I think that's a good motto. So for, I guess, like, you know, extracurriculars or maybe like CTE classes, I know each campus has like something that they focus on. So what will Richland's focus be?
So we'll have cosmetology, which
okay.
will be the first time that we've offered that in our district.
Yeah.
And the last I heard was electrical engineering.
Very cool.
With a huge, like 6,000 square foot space for electrical engineering program. And then we've also talked about cybersecurity. Being on Richland's campus, it may end up getting moved somewhere else, but the two big ones right now are Cosmo and electrical engineering.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Okay. I think pretty much covered. What is there anything else that you want to add, maybe that I didn't talk about for Richland?
I don't know. Like I'm just super excited about it. I think one, the building is amazing. The building is beautiful.
Yeah.
It is layout wise, it's a lot like Walnut Grove, with the exception of like the CTE spaces, right? It's almost identical, except like the colors and the finishing, right? Like it's absolutely incredible, and I know I'm super excited about it. I know our community is really excited about it. I think it's going to be a really special place. I keep telling people it's going to be a world-class school with a world-class staff that provides a world-class education, and every teacher that gets to work there is going to be super lucky for the opportunity, and every student that gets to be in their classes is going to be super lucky for that opportunity as well.
I'm sure they are. I'm very excited for it, even though I'm not going
thanks.
there. So.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome.
Yeah, sure it is. So just a quick question: is Richland like still under construction to like take pictures or anything, or
Can't get in.
Yeah.
It's way under construction.
Yeah.
Like I won't be able to get in there until like May.
Oh wow.
Right. Like so.
Yeah.
I mean, they're building it very, very quickly.
Yeah.
But it is deep under construction. Right. Like I mean, you can see it. Like if you were to drive up on First Street, like I mean, you can see it's So I mean, there's probably some good picture opportunities from outside.
Yeah.
But getting in there is not a thing.
Option. Okay.
Yeah, I haven't got to put my hard hat on yet.
Yeah. So when are they planning to like? It's for the class of 2026. Is that when like
26 will be the first graduating class. So we'll open in August of 25. Right.
Got it.
Like so,
Yeah.
a year from now, we're in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Sounds good. Yeah. Okay.
It'll be awesome.
Great. Thank you, Dr. Croy.
Of course. Yeah. It's my pleasure.